it's really not about the money, it's about our people and our most vulnerable people. Medicaid helps the poor and elderly breathe. Medicaid is the insurance for about half of all children in South Carolina. That's how poor we are as a state. Are we willing to sacrifice our future by not caring for our children? Can we really afford to rear a generation of sick children to care for our aging population? If you can't breathe, you can't study. If you can't breathe, you can't work. I am hoping for common sense. Because so many women, babies, and children are on Medicaid in South Carolina, most citizens think that they're eating up the lion's share of the Medicaid dollar, but it's not true. In fact, it's kind of like the 80-20 rule. Because all those mothers and babies are taking only about 20% of the Medicaid budget. Before you make a disparaging remark about Medicaid patients, you should know that the elderly and disabled on Medicaid consume about 70% of the health care dollar. And if you have a family member in a nursing home, 70% of people in nursing homes in South Carolina are cared for by Medicaid. In fact, most of my patients in the nursing home have breathing problems because their bodies have been wrecked in some way by tobacco, America's #1 preventable cause of disease and death. So why did it take our politicians 30 years to raise our cigarette tax from 7 cents to 57 cents? When a Duke economist said that every pack of cigarettes sold in America is costing us $3 a pack. But it took our legislature 30 years to raise that tax. We have to be able to breathe in order to study. We have to be able to breathe in order to work. Men and women, I want to tell you as a physician for 23 years, I have seen our government and our leaders say that they care about the poor and the elderly. But they have outsourced our Medicaid program to these managed care companies. They have put a layer between the patient and the doctor, and they're giving the money of Medicaid, your federal and state tax dollars, to the insurance executives instead of to the people of South Carolina.